Hello and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DXPhoenix, and I hope you're ready to get started in this brand new episode. Today, we're going to be doing something with these tree fluid extractors which I've built off camera. I've set this whole process up, which I'll get to in just a moment. As I just want to point out, I've also flattened out a lot of land, and also these 4 holes will become apparent in just a moment as they are needed for one of our future projects. Which is, I mentioned that I wanted to automate the production of living wood and living rock for Britannia. Well, in order to do that, we need a automated tree farm, which plants and cuts down itself. I'm also going to have an automated canola farm because it needs power, so why not have near enough completely automated power production. So that's needed. So what we're going to do, in order to do that, we're going to need industrial foregoing, which I've got with these tree fluid extractors, which I've already been set to work. And this lot is needed to make 2 more things. So let me just plonk down that wood. Right, that'll get started. That is extracting the latex out of the wood. It gets rid of the wood once it's completely finished that one block. And I have a bucket of latex all ready to go, and if I just quickly run this way, as you see here, we have a latex processing unit. What we need to do, chuck a bucket in there. What that does is it starts turning 75 millibuckets of latex into tiny dry latex. Okay, now at some point this will also be automated. So what? Oh yeah. So not tiny dry latex, sorry, tiny dry rubber. So if I just go to rubber, we want to turn that tiny one, god damn it Phoenix, into dry rubber, which is 9, which we do have enough. Fortunately I do have a workbench here. There we go, 1 dry rubber. Now, what we also need to do is run all the way back. Dump this here in a furnace, because we want to smelt it up. And that turns it into plastic. Now, what we actually need is a plant sower. Well, actually 2 of them. We need 2 plastic for each of them. So that's 2 straight. So that's 4 straight away because we need 2 of them. We're also wanting 2 plant gatherers, which is also another 4 size. So we're requiring 8 of these. And considering how 1 bucket grants me 12 tiny, we should be able to do this in a relatively quick amount of time. Ooh, I have enough for another bucket. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to be back in a moment. Once we've got enough plastic to make all these, then we're going to get started over there, crafting up some more stuff. And I'll bring you guys back in just a moment. And we're back, and as you can see, I've got 8 pieces of plastic in my inventory now, actually currently in my hand. So we're going to run all the way back over to here. We're actually going to, I'm just going to open the chest first. We'll pull out, we're not going to pull out. Grab that one there. Them on either side. Iron on either side. 2 plastic there, 2 plastic there, and I have some flower pots. There we have our 2 plant sowers, which is great. That's exactly what we need. Next, I'm going to do that one there, that there. Leave that there, that one there. Redstone goes there. Nope. Is it that? Nope. Right. I quickly had to look up aqueous accumulator as well. because in order to speed this up, I've made another aqueous accumulator. It's gatherer. Oh, it's 2 axes. Really, Phoenix? Right. What I'm going to do is quickly just make 2 more axes. Oh! Get stung by my... Well, I know I have sticks. Oof. Just enough this way. Right, well, those pickaxes will come in handy at some point. Stop getting stung. Right. Axe. Axe. There we go. So there we have them. Right, so I'm going to run back over to here. Run, 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 run. Right, so our gatherers are going to go here. That is facing the wrong way. Of course it is. I keep forgetting I have to place them. Me facing where we're going to cut. So there. Our 2 plant gatherers. And you, I have actually got to go underground to place these. So we're just going to quickly run underneath. As you can see, this is where all our power is being stored. Run, 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 run. I'm going to go to the very far one first. So you go there. You will go there. Right. For one of these, there actually doesn't need to be a hole, so I will fill that in just a moment. Make sure they're in line. Perfect. Right. So you put seeds in here. However, before we do that, I just want to show the working area. Ooh. And the same for this one. Ew. That's not good. This will mean that they will never actually work, considering water will go here. Right. Fortunately, there is something we can do to help that. Is it called an upgrade? No, it might be range. Yes, there it is. Range. So range add-on. So we've got range add-ons, and I have tested the ones that we do actually need for this size is the tier 3, which is more plastic, glass pane, and tin. So it's requiring more plastic, tin. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to bring us back once I've crafted these up, and when I've actually got the farms, completely filled, and I'm requiring 4 of those range add-ons. So we'll be back in just a moment, guys. So welcome back, and now we're going to install these 4 range add-ons. Start with here. If I just turn that on, you can see, boom, that has grown massively. Now, if I just dump this one in here and turn this one on, voila, they both fit the same area. I'm going to turn that off now, turn that one off. Now I'm just going to install this one over here. This one. Right. Now, important thing to remember, these two are, well, all these are already on. So what I'm actually going to do is quickly hop into my backpack, grab all of these saplings. Notice I've got a stack and a quarter. Specific reason for that. hop in here, dump all these in, and then boom. That planter is working to fill this area. And they work in this linear pattern. What I'm going to do is run back before I even do the canola one. So remember, I do not have the canola seeds on me, I have normal seeds. Phoenix has been clever and a derp at the same time. Right, so I'm after canola seeds. So that. But I came over here for something else. There we go. Wanted some bone meal. The reason being is, yes, we can. Yes, I can show the way in which this works. But first of all, we just need a tree. There we go. Boom, gone. And it's planted. Right then. Now if I just click on here, these are already in here. Right, the next stage of automating this will be, oh, there's another tree, so it's going to work on that. You also notice it's getting sludge. This is another factor I need to factor in. As soon as that gathers up, it's going to either slow it down or stop it. There it goes. So, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up some item conduits from this to the sower, so it chucks all the saplings back into the sower, making the sower a priority. And then we'll get started on this, which I'll probably sort out off camera so it's all sorted. So hopefully the last time I have to be back in just a moment, guys, and yeah, that's working. Even when they're out the area, you can see it works. There we go. So we'll be back in just a moment, and we'll hopefully have a bit more automation. Then we can start working on some other and probably work on other stages off camera or in the next episode. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and we're back once again, and as you see, we've got this tree farm going, and as you can probably notice, oh, it's not taking any out now. I wonder if it's full. Right, so this is the next thing we've got to work on, is emptying this out completely so it doesn't jam up. These are all planting just fine. So I've just started the canola farm going now. If I just quickly run myself down here, check power while I'm here. Not bad. Not worried about that yet. Right, so what I've done here, as you can see, this is the item conduit. I've put in a basic item filter. Now, how do you make that? Is a hopper surrounded by paper. Click on the edit filter, and I've set this to canola seeds. And I've got the item conduit linked up to always pull, and as you may have also noticed, I've set this to a priority of 3. Now, the higher the priority number means it will prioritize this output. Basically, this plant sower will always get the canola seeds first. So if this has space, canola seeds will go into it, and it's 9 stacks of 16 go in here. So 16, 16, 16, etc. will go in there. Once that's filled, it won't put any more in. And as you can see, this is already filled. This has got the same prioritization of 3, and it's set to oak saplings. So any oak saplings, if there's space, it will go into here now. And once it hasn't got space, if it's got no other output to send them into, then the stuff stays where it is. What I could do is quickly just chuck a couple chests down there, which I may just grab now. Actually, because we don't want them filling up just yet. There. So these chests at the moment are going to act as a little bit of a buffer to prevent these from filling up. Now you see, you just seen that go from 13 to 12. So I'm going to pop that there. If I can. I'm going to set that as an insert, not an extract. As you can see, now excess is going into here. Do not need that. As you can see, that is emptying now. Insert, not extract. And this has slowed down, I think, now because it's filled on sludge. Which we're just going to take a couple minutes just to look at what we can do with sludge. Sludge refiner will produce so 1 bucket of sludge produced from plant gatherers will produce You get to see what it produces by going into JAI or looking here. Okay, it's not too bad. Now what we could do, instead of, which I may do at some point, I may swap this plant gatherer out to a plant interactor. This will basically just right click what's in this area, and Canola can just be right clicked, which will make it easier. And then we can use this for maybe a different tree farm at some point, which I'll probably do that off camera because no one wants to see me do this. So generator, no, it's not getting started. Resource production, maybe. No, definitely not mob. Ah, here it is. The sewage composter. When provided with power and 2 buckets of sludge, it will solidify into fertilizer, which will just speed this up. I do not think we can produce sludge at the moment fast enough to affect this. If we ever get to a point where we're producing sludge, and I will keep an eye out for producing sludge quick enough to have this affected, then maybe we'll do it. See, we're getting wood fairly quickly. I'm just going to empty some of my inventory space out, just to basically create some room. It's empty. There we go. I'm going to leave the saplings there for now. Sun's going down. This is a good time for me to run all the way back. Right, we're a step closer, guys, to... That's a lot of wood now. We're a step closer now to where we wanted to be for the automation of living blocks. Now, That's just brilliant to look at from a distance, just see those trees going, reappearing and disappearing again. I'm going to light up the areas as well, off camera. At some point I'm going to have to take a trip. You can see the portal is built over there. I have not been in yet. I normally would have had to have been in by now to produce Manolian, but we have a fluid cow over there and get Solarium. Again, I've got a fluid cow here for these. I don't need soul sand. I don't need to go get cobalt and ardite. I've got the cows there to produce Manolium. I don't need it. But I do need one thing, which is blaze powder or blaze rods. Blaze powder I don't need. I can just go over to deserts, find some other things. But for now, I'm gonna come back in here. I'm just gonna say, I hope everyone has enjoyed the video. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below some things you want to see me do, and also if you've got any tips on things that I could have done better in the episode, or tips on how to make the farms quicker and automate faster, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.